In southeastern Alaska, a long-running dispute over logging refuses to die. The U.S. Forest Service has announced a new plan to manage the Tongass National Forest. But conservationists say the plan still favors logging at the expense of wildlife and ecological values. The Tongass is the largest national forest in the United States, covering 17 million acres, more than 3 times the size of New Jersey. It's a temperate rainforest, a rugged area with spectacular scenery, abundant wildlife, and clear streams filled with salmon.
Just a very lush forest. There's just vegetation everywhere. You're just surrounded by it. Everywhere you look, you're seeing something that just kind of makes you want to go, wow.
During the past half-century, the Tongass lost roughly 1 million acres of its richest old growth to clear-cut logging and road construction. Thousands of miles of logging roads are now abandoned and eroding, clogging spawning streams with silty runoff. Today, logging is a much smaller part of the local way of life. The giant pulp mills that consumed much of the logging harvest have now closed, and tourism and fisheries are now the main drivers of the economy. And yet, the amount of logging and where it should be allowed remain sources of controversy here.
There's still that element out there that wants to bring back that type of forestry of, large-scale industrial forestry back to the Tongass.
Critics say the new forest plan continues to promote timber cutting at levels the forest cannot sustain. Others praise the plan for delaying logging in the most ecologically important places and should be considered a step forward. Meanwhile, communities in the region are finding ways to repair the damage caused by decades of unsustainable logging, rehabilitating spawning grounds, and developing new tourism opportunities.
Sort of trying to bring balance back to the way we manage the forest. There are lots of other uses here. Fisheries, the growing tourism industry. So trying to strike that balance between resource development and environmental protection is the challenge we're all trying to address right now.
Because the new forest plan defers logging in some high-value areas, some say it allows breathing room for people to work together and find compromise. But others warn that postponing decisions on logging in those areas only serves to leave them at risk, prolonging controversy and uncertainty. For Assignment Earth, I'm Gary Stryker.